So I was seeing these huge animals out there that, you know, I'll never get one of those things. Those things are so big. I can't even see flying one of the things. Plus all that power. What would I do with all that room? I kept asking myself. But they're an amazing aircraft. So that's how I became familiar with it. I'd read about them, and I thought, well, this is crazy. I'll never fly anything that big, but here I am. This is my third one. I'm not exactly a small guy, and it fits me. And by the time we're all said and done, the size intimidates people that have never flown one. After looking at what we thought was the competition, and looking at their weight and balance data, their performance data, their efficiency as far as fuel consumption goes, this plane has allowed me to go. I've actually gone from Colorado Springs direct to Guatemala City. Don't try that in the competition. I looked at these citation series, which pretty interesting because everybody wants to fly jets, right? The only problem is they won't do what I want them to do. And my wife and I, both in business and in pleasure, we go to places that you couldn't land a jet, number one. Number two, you'd have to probably stop a couple of times to fuel that jet, and you wouldn't be carrying the people and the goods that we carry. The NG, I've flown all the models. The NG is just the most surprising product out there. Climbs faster, goes faster, point to point, uses no more fuel. Once you get onto the sequence of how to use the avionics, you fall in love with it. I have taken this airplane into blow sand runways, wet rock runways, graveled. I've flown this airplane into very, very narrow strips, how about 25 feet wide. It's so stable, and it does exactly what the book says it'll do. I've never read a POH that if it says it's going to do this temperature, it's doing it. At this fuel burn. I'm sold on them, obviously, after 3. I had a friend that's in the oil business. His longest leg is 650 miles. He was flying a Hawker for that. You can imagine what he was spending. So he flies a PC-12. Now he has a pro pilot. He just finally figured out it was a total waste of money. We're going to a trade show. It was a sheriff's trade show. This was in Fort Lauderdale. We had a manufacturing plant here in Colorado Springs. Our customers were sheriffs and police. I loaded the plane up with 4 fellows and all of our display gear, going direct to Fort Lauderdale from Colorado Springs. We have to, of course, use airways going across the Gulf. Weather looked just dandy by the time we were supposed to arrive there. But when we checked the weather in New Orleans, they had closed Fort Lauderdale Airport because of thunderstorms. I said, oh my God. We continued on hoping it would open up. When we found out it wouldn't, they put me into a hold for about an hour. Now remember, we're going 1,500 nautical miles before the hold. And then in the hold, we were in it for about an hour. I was cleared to go into Fort Lauderdale. I was at the bottom of the stack. We pulled the airplane back course, going very slow and burning less fuel. I landed that aircraft. When I got there, we had been flying for 6 hours and 50 minutes when I shut down. And I still had over 500 pounds, or about an hour and 20 minutes worth of fuel on board. Today, economics make this one of the smartest moves for corporate America because the TBM's too small. The other ones you consider are too expensive to fly. I have absolute confidence. I fly across the Gulf of Alaska. I fly across the Gulf. I've gone all the way around South America, clear down to Ushuaia, and the PT-6 just is bulletproof. I have a place down in Texas, which is 578 nautical miles from right here. I go round trip, never worry about having to put fuel on board or anything like that. The total trip is over 1,000, it's almost 1,100 miles. It's 5 hours round trip. This aircraft here, I'm really proud of it, the way it performs, the Swiss. Don't tell the Swiss they're great, they'll believe you. Shouldn't have said that on camera, should I? You can't afford egos anymore. And this baby right here, as a corporate aircraft, is amazing.